here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Michigan's offense will get the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance, so I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Got it in the middle, it's Clements. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He'll pull it down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game tonight.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here in this game, in this environment. All 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing. Execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shut down corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The give. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They want to run it left here. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Catch in the middle. It's Downs. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They're going back to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Neal. Man, just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas.
Pulls and fires complete.
Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Illinois gets us cranked back up on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Neal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Michigan. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
Number 12.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're going to mark this one at the 15. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Looking to throw. Fires downfield. A strike downfield. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum.
He's got it inside the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois!
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on third down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 45, on his way. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
With the catch, it's Powell. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this run.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
There ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Rides the back on the option, the give. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. The throw. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll leave it with the lone back. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for 3rd and 75. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but when you put yourself in a bad situation, backed up like this, you know, with mistakes and negative plays, not many plays in the playbook you can call.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, at this juncture in the game, and with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Breaks into the open. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. After the filthy move, he's got room. Speeding down the left side. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
He's looking to pass. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, finding a line. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On the option. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires complete on the crosser. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little... taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Graves. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get... Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On target over the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. They'll give it to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Any electric run has him set up.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice big huge...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Illini!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that one.
And the extra point is good. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. It's a draw. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Trying to keep the drive alive. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Finds his man down the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And turnovers are so pivotal to winning a football game. Last week, man, he put it on the deck as well, and they lost by a possession. This week, you fumble again. Man, you've got to take care of the football. That's always priority number one for every single offense.
Quick handoff. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
With jet sweep pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Gets it out quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Ole Miss showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance.